Shalom. Giving all praises to my Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Wakah Hakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of New York and Connecticut. Many salutations to Yakim that's toiling in his truth. I was reading in Hebrews in around the 12th chapter, and it came around the verse where it says to not despise, chastening. And when you think about that word chastening, of course we know what it means to be rebuked, but it's not necessarily a negative connotation. When you kind of think about chastening, you think about, okay, you did something wrong, so you're being corrected about the wrong that you've done. But a lot of times, the Most High put it through certain scenarios because He needs us to grow spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And He wants us to have certain disciplines and things of that nature. There's certain things that happen in our walks that we're thankful that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it builds up our spiritual character. You know what I'm saying? Certain experiences and things of that nature that's getting us ready for the time of Jacob's trouble. And you need those experiences, what I'm saying, to level up. Kind of like sparring. You know, you can't be a great boxer, or any martial art. Shoot, jujitsu, taekwondo, anything. You can't level up without great opposition when it comes to sparring. And sparring, some days, somebody get the best of you, and it'll be on your mind for the whole week. Whole week's like, man, how this dude beat me like this? And some people just have their number because has your number that's just better than you. And then one day you come in, and you just, you had that good day, and you able to beat them. Well, that comes from, what I'm saying, having, adversity, man. You have to go through certain things in this walk in order to level up. You know what I'm saying? So every scenario in which we're going through something, not necessarily something that we are paying for per se, but it could be it's a moment in which the Most High wants us to level up. And it could be multifaceted. The Most High works like that, But the Most High, a lot of times He put us through scenarios because it's a time for us to get closer to Him. Now, I just simply Googled chastening. This is an AI overview. It says, AI overview. In the Bible, chastening means loving discipline from the Most High to correct, train, and guide believers towards holiness, not punishment for sin. It is compared to a loving parent teaching and correcting a child to help them succeed and grow in their relationship with the Most High. This discipline can be experienced through various means, such as difficult circumstances, teachings from the Most High's word, or personal struggles. Right? So the Most High put you in certain scenarios for you to level up. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, does a number of things. There's so many things that brothers are going through, man. Brothers are going through it. You know what I'm saying? But a beautiful thing is to see brothers go through certain things and they level up, and they you could tell that their conscience have changed, man. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that, wow, okay, wow, this man here, you know, I'm not for Sakata, this dude. This is a man before me. You know what I'm saying? There's one brother that I'm thinking about, beautiful brother, you know what I'm saying? And he was going through a lot of stuff, man, in the hospital, things of that nature, and, going through a lot. And when I saw him, I wanted to give him words of encouragement and things of that nature. But his countenance was so, when I finally got to see him, his countenance was so austere. I couldn't coddle him. I was like, man, this is a man right here, bro. And I told him that. I said, man, this is a man before me, man. You know, I seen determination in his eyes. I seen something change in him, man, and that's because he took the chastening of the Lord, bro. And it was a beautiful thing to see, to witness. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see and witness, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Most High does with His chastening. He wants you to level up. Okay. Key aspects of biblical chastening: corrective, not punitive. Chastening is for correcting and training, not for punishment or wrath. As believers, sins are forgiven through Mashiach. The goal is to help believers do what is right and share in the Most High's holiness. Right? So the Most High, wants us to level up. We know that our sins are forgiven because we believe in Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, there's still certain uh, attributes that we have to acquire and to let off in this truth. You know what I'm saying? The elder of my camp, Yariala, said this, a few weeks ago. When you're going through something, try to figure out what the Most High is trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just wallowing, you know what I'm saying? Because the Most High is trying to tell you something, but you got to be willing to go through it. You got to be, and be on point, you know what I'm saying, as far as the scriptures. Now there's a beautiful example of this, uh, which is Simon Peter. You know, Simon Peter, you know, um, denied the Lord, man. Every time I get down and out, I kind of think about that he was able to, bounce back from that. You know what I'm saying? That took a lot of integrity. But, prior to that, he thought that he was ready to, you know, die on the cross next to Yahweh Shai. But he had to get certain attributes in order for him to be ready at that given time, which he eventually did. You know what I'm saying? Which, there's accounts of him being actually crucified upside down, but, he had to get built up to that point, man. Sometimes you got to get built up to the point of being ready to lose everything by going through certain trials and tribulations. And also, not necessarily trials and tribulations, but also seeing, you know what I'm saying, the miracles of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Understanding the teachings of the Heavenly Father for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, being rebuked, all these things, man, help your eyes being open to what's important. Because you get, like the brother this morning said, man, you get weak in this thing, bro. Satan can get on your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good thing, though, because guess what? That's the time to level up, okay? That's a time to level up, all right? So let's get to some scriptures. Now, it's ironic. I kind of had um, a order in which I wanted to go, but through the spirit, I want to start backwards. So if you're looking at your screen here, I'm starting at the bottom with James 1, 2 to 4. It says, "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience work her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing." Right? So when you fall into diverse or different temptations, you know what I'm saying? You have to have an outlook that, hey, the Most High is putting me through this for a reason. You know, you keep that understanding. You know what I'm saying? Where you have weak points, yeah, hell yeah, we in this flesh, man. Hell yeah, we're gonna have weak points in this thing, but it's about overcoming too. You dig? You gotta overcome, just like our forefather Peter did. Okay. Uh, Luke 22:31 through 34. And the Lord said, "Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren." Right? So Satan, you know, is as a roaring lion seeking who he may devour. Right? But the Most High is dealing with you, and Lord willing, he's dealing with us, you know what I'm saying? Including myself. when we go through certain things, we're not gonna be sifted, man. But guess what? It's a time to level up. Okay. Verse 33. And he said unto him, Lord, this is Peter talking, I am ready to go with thee both into prison and to death. And he said, I tell thee, Peter, the cock shall not crow this day before thou shalt thrice deny that thou knowest me. Man, so this man denied Yahweh shot 3 times and said he didn't know that. Simon was saying here, oh man, I'm ready to die for you, man. I do it all. And he got into a situation to where the Most High pulled his cord. That's a layman's term of saying the Most High, somebody tests your fortitude. You know what I'm saying? Test your nuts, if you will. And this was a time for Peter to level up, and that's exactly what he did, man. He leveled up. This is a beautiful example of leveling up, of receiving the chastisement of the Lord to level up. Okay? All right? Proverbs 3:5-13. Trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Yahweh, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones. Honor Yahweh with thy substance, and with the first fruits of thy increase. So shall thy barns be full with plenty, and thy press shall burst out with new wine. My son, despise not the chastening of Yahweh, neither be weary of his correction, for whom Yahweh loveth he corrected, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Right? So the Most High loves you. He's gonna put you through some things, man. Every situation, every scenario is not you just cursed and the Lord ain't fucking with you. No. Sometimes the Most High put you through certain scenarios because he loves you. It's like a coach. Back in the day playing football, if your coach is always talking to you and correcting you, that means he like you. But if you just a person he ain't really talking to, you ain't getting no playtime, then it's a problem. He ain't feeling you, right? So the Most High, he put you through certain scenarios because he's chastening you, right? Some brothers going through certain things, man, seeing them going through it, man, it hurts, bro. Like, be candid, like, man, you praying for the brother, like, man, I hope this brother, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know why certain things happen, you know, but that's a lesson for that brother, and that lesson could be a lesson for us. What Peter went through was a lesson for us. His brother, he was able to go be chastened by the Lord, and he was able to strengthen the brothers. You know what I'm saying? The brother, you know what I'm saying, no, I can't. Yawan says it often. Sometimes certain scenarios happen for you to strengthen someone else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it's about, helping each other make it to the kingdom of heaven, man. See what I'm saying? Proverbs 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth. Despise, therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. That's right. So you don't despise the chastening of the Most High. You deal with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Easier said than done. You know. Now I'm starting to see more and more. The Most High put you through things repeatedly because if He's dealing with you, He wants that relationship with you. So He'll put you in straight so you could build up that relationship. A lot of times, man, we run through so many things that's not the Most High. It's a trip to really just sit back and see, saying your individual defense mechanisms, man. It's very interesting to me. Like, wow, I notice I'm doing this. I notice I'm doing that. Oh man, I'm hitting the bottle. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting this. I'm hitting that. You know what I'm saying? I'm messing with the females. I'm all these things that you run into, and you're trying to ease your flesh. And the Most High's like, nah, I want you to run to me in the Word. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times the Lord High will sit you down just so He could build you up. Okay, all right. Hebrews 12:5-8. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord. Faint not, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourges every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, wherefore all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. Now we starting to see more and more in Israel. Jake don't want to listen, right? Jake don't want to listen, man. Hakai and the other guy, they're just saying whatever, doing whatever. They got more remixes than Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the doctrine, right? And when it comes to rebuke, they don't listen, bro. They don't listen, bro. Why is that? Because the Most High is not dealing with them, right? And real soon, the Most High is going to stop talking to them. The Most High is going to take that spirit away from them, man. And we're seeing it live in 3D right before our eyes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying, to receive that chastening, to see other brothers accept the chastening of the Lord and still keep the faith. Because brothers are catching hell, brothers. Brothers are out there catching hell, man. A lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, catching hell. You talk to brothers, man, you know, you think you're going through something till somebody tell you what they going through, or you see what they going through. And it's like, damn, touche. Let me shut the hell up. My little old problems that I think I have, man. You got brothers out there catching hell, brother. You know, and still keeping the right perspective, man. So you gotta, you know, you gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? And use that as fuel in your life. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers going through certain things, and you're going through it, and you know what I'm saying? Brothers in your camp, they see it, man. And you handle it correctly, brothers see you, man. And brothers appreciate that, man, because you setting that tone. Okay, you setting that tone, all right? All right. Taking the Lord's chastening correctly. You know what I'm saying? So pray this ever fine. Shalom.